Hi, there's a church. Welcome back to the channel. That is the person, part of a team of people that are doing work in my backyard. It's literally 100 degrees right now, so I turned the fan on for him and others so that they can like sit down and not pass out in the backyard. We're having some cute little landscaping done, so I'll show it to you later. Today I am going to do a little photo shoot for a still life because I have a few ideas. Like I have a few things that are cooking in my brains and I want to do a little photo shoot for it. But also I've been working on one project for literally a month because I want to finish it. I want to get it out of here. I want it to be done. I am 2 dogs in to a 4-dog project and I haven't done the background yet. So I have been working on that, but I'm going kind of stir crazy. Like I need to switch it up a little bit. I normally have a pretty robust sketchbook practice that means that I work on a lot of different things all kind of in the same time, and not doing that is kind of weird with the flow. So let's get into that. Before I do any of that, I'm going to finish cleaning my studio because I am a person that I need the area that I'm working in to be tidy in order to be able to think. So that's what we're gonna do. I hope this mic is working. This is literally the second time that I've used it and I think it's very cute. I've seen people clip them to like paintbrushes. So let's do that. Oh my God, that is so adorable. No one can tell me anything right now. No one can tell me anything. Okay, let's get into it. Before I show you the still life setup, I want to show you a few things in the studio that I am really enjoying. So the first one is I've started doing color studies and I really like it. I hadn't done it in the past before and I found that I really like it. So what I'm doing as a process is that I'm working from an image. So this is a printout. And then from there, I'm doing a little transfer. And I'm not necessarily worried about the drawing aspect. I know that when I do it like for real, that I will draw, but I'm just tracing it because I just want to get it down and work on whatever this is, right? So this is really cool. And then the other thing is that I fixed the paper. I have oil paper in it and I fixed it to foam core. And it's just really light, it's really easy, and it's rigid. And I like that it's rigid most of all because I don't like paper just kind of flopping around. So I really like that it's rigid and it's really easy to set up like another one. So here's another one that I set up. Super easy, super fast. And it makes me happy to A, to do the color study, and B, to work on something where I can literally just pick this up, take it with me, and go. And I got the foam core at Blick, and it's bigger. It comes, you know, this big, and then I just cut it in half. So I love that. The next thing that I love is that I have really started using my oil painting paper, acrylic painting paper. So I've got 3 types of paper that I like for different reasons. So my favorite is probably this Arches oil painting paper. It's a cold press, so it's got ridges. But it's not too ridged. It's just enough. It's nice. It's almost like the Canson cold press paper where there's a slight tooth to it, but overall it's fine. The other thing what I love the most about this is that it really accepts oil well, and it does not accept water well. Like if you're gonna do an oil study, use the Arches oil paper. It does not accept water well, but it loves oil. Let me show you one study that I did in oil. Here's a study that I did in oil paint on the oil paper. And it's really good. You can kind of see through the paper, but no paint is coming through the paper. So I'm showing the back because you can't see, there's no paint, there's no like paint seeping through. And one of the things that I didn't care for about one of the other papers was that the paint, like I did a painting on it, turn it over and it seeped through. So there's no gesso on this. There's no prep. I think the only thing I did to prep this paper was to just put some tape on so I would have the shape of the canvas that I wanted. But otherwise, it was good. I think it was great. It was great to paint on. I do think with this paper though, it requires that you kind of get a layer down, like a skin of oil paint down. The first, it's greedy, this paper, so it's greedy, but nice. It feels nice, but you literally have to come at it with like a nice thick coating of paint, and then after you get that first coating of paint on, it's fine. So that was that paper. The other one, I'm actually using the Stonehenge oil painting paper. I'm using it for acrylic. The reason I'm using it for acrylic is because the oil does seep through on this, and I don't really like that. I don't really like it. So I'm using it for acrylic, and and actually this one here, this is the Stonehenge paper with acrylic on it, and it's fine. It's really good. It's got a nice feel to it. I remember though, I did do a painting on this in oils, and I didn't like the feeling in oils. So that's just a personal opinion there. These are all personal opinions. But I didn't care for the Stonehenge paper in oil, but I do care for it with acrylic, so I'm using it with that. I have, and it just accepts acrylic no problem. Probably the best one, because you can use it with oil or acrylic, is the Canson paper. And this one, again, you don't have to prep it, you don't have to do anything to it, you just tape it to a board and paint on it. It does have like kind of like a tooth, like canvas. You literally can't see that. I'll have to film the little thing. It does have a little tooth to it, like a little texture on it, like canvas. And it is the same, it's like a stamp. It's like the same texture on each piece of paper. I don't mind it. I think it's fine. I'm trying to look around and see if I have something on this paper. Of course I don't have it handy. Why would I? Anyway, so papers in general, really great. I love it. I bought a roll of the Arches oil paper because I like it so much. So I bought a roll of this. The reason why I bought a roll was because I really want to be able to just, like, what if I want to work on something bigger than this? What if I want to do 10 pieces that are, you know, yay big, and I want to just have that roll of paper there to play with? I like that a lot, and and I can always mount the paper to board, so it's not like I have to have this one specific thing in order to make the paintings work. And I really like that. I like the readiness of it, and I like that I have it in a really big roll. So I can, and it's over there. I like that I have it in a really big roll, so I can take out, it's basically like, I'm 5'6", so it's like this tall, and you get like 10 yards of it. So I love that. I did look for a roll of this Canson paper as well, but I don't know that they sell it in a roll, so I haven't seen that yet. The second thing in the studio that I have been really enjoying is actually this table. So this is a Husky workbench from like Home Depot. I bought it from Home Depot. It comes fully assembled, so you don't have to do anything to get it ready. It comes fully assembled. It has wheels. You know I love wheels, okay? It weighs 300 pounds, but I'm like, it has wheels, so whatever, you know? You can organize all of your everything. I have mostly tools in there and some painting supplies, and it has a whole huge flat area or a flat drawer for paper, so I've been putting paper in there. The one that I have actually folds out, so instead of having just the workbench size, I can double the size, and so then I can work on big drawings or a panel preparation and just kind of have a whole little station. The other thing is that I've been using, what I really like is I've been using the table as basically two different stations. So I have one station where I'm doing color studies, and the thing for me is that I need to leave it set up. If I don't have it set up, then I'm less likely to do it. If it's a mess, then I'm not going to do anything with it. So having the ability to put the work down, have it there, have it ready, and just have it in place so that when I'm ready to paint, I don't have to do anything. It makes my life so easy and so efficient. So having that done there is perfect. When I'm not doing a color study, I have my other thing that I really love in the studio. So here's something. So I love this in the studio. It's just a table easel. And the thing about this is that I don't normally work flat. I normally work vertically. And so having something like this makes my life so easy because I can take my drawing or painting or whatever, mount it to board, mount it to foam core, whichever, and just set it up and paint vertically. I think I use this more if I am working on something that requires accuracy, because if I'm painting flat, it's not going to be very accurate unless I've traced it out. Like this one, I traced it out. So the accuracy comes from the fact that I traced it from a photograph. But when I work on the final piece, normally I draw that, and I like the accuracy of knowing that the proportions are correct, knowing that things are set up the right way. And so I like this because it's more portable. You know, I can take it anywhere. But also, I've got other projects going. I like to work on multiple projects. So having this set up means that I can work on multiple projects. I can work on, this is what I would call like the first stage, the beginning stage of a project, and basically have things in my like Kanban queue so that over time, this project which gets moved onto the big board as the other one gets finished, things like that. So I love this. I love this. And I love my table. Table on wheels. Okay. The other thing that is new, but it's like new to me, are the acrylic paint. So acrylic paint, I honestly hadn't really liked acrylic paint for a really long time. So just getting into it and using it and becoming friends with it has been really eye-opening. I love the fact that I can work in acrylic paint or gouache or whatever and get there faster than I would in oil. I think one of the reasons that I like that so much is that I can play with mark making. I can play with, for example, in this one, this is all acrylic, and I really don't like the blue of the sky. It's too like, you know, it stops too hard. So I can just play around with that, and I can just you know, mess it up and then fix it later. Mess it up and then learn something. And acrylic, the acrylic paint that I've been buying is the Liquitex and the Golden. And I actually have some Utrecht, which is, I think it's just a Blick brand or whatever. And it's been really good to just play and get some more mark making and just kind of let the paintings evolve in that way. Because then when I get to the big board and I'm working on the final painting, or even if this is the final painting that I'm doing right here, it's so easy to be like, yep, that's what I wanted, you know, because I've kind of played and I played and practiced, and that's been fun. Yeah, so those are things I'm really enjoying. I'll put a list of those things below, and let me know if you try any out or if you like have any questions. Welcome to the photo shoot. I am doing this photo shoot because I am literally bored out of my mind with the painting that I'm working on. So I'm working on the painting of the dogs. It's going well, but the problem is that I've been working on the painting of the dogs and only the painting of the dogs for, gosh, like a month. And the biggest issue that I'm having with that is that I want to keep that painting fresh and I want to keep it like ready to go. But I tend to have a pretty robust like sketchbook practice, and I fiddle and I do other things, and when I'm only working on one thing, it throws off that other stuff. It throws off like the creative part of being creative. It makes it into work. Essentially, it makes it into work. So I am doing this to kind of take a break, but also to kind of open up my mind to narrative and how to tell a story with objects, and how to take objects that are honestly just inanimate, they're nothing, and then make them into something like a character, make them into something that can tell a story. So I've got this little weight that is from the balloons from my birthday. And I thought, well, let's throw a birthday party for this balloon weight thing because it's always at birthday parties, but it's never had one. So let's do that. So I gave it a little family of little plush floofy balls. I don't know what they're called. Pom-poms. But look at when you add eyes, I mean, like, look, there's a baby and there's a brother and a sister. And then I thought, oh my God, the bigger the eyes, the cuter the moment, the more expressive they are. So everyone gets big eyes, I think. I haven't changed them all out, but I did change out the big pom-pom one. Oh my God, it looks extra dumb. I think bigger eyes, right? There you go, bigger eyes. I think the bigger eyes make it. They totally make it. And I added a mustache because who doesn't want a mustache? Now all of a sudden he's a father. I'm having way too much fun with this. Anyway, I wanted it to look like old birthday pictures where, you have it's like yellowy or something. And I think the yellowier one is the winner. So next I worked on pom-poms because I really like the fact that the pom-poms could have personality as well. And I have to admit that I at first was thinking how pretty they were and how plush they were. But then I started thinking about like Star Trek and those little pom-pom people. There was like a little pom-pom episode where they were like taking over the ship. And what if you were in their little cave and they were attacking you? So you had pom-pom attack. And yeah, I just go silly on photo shoots and it's fun. Thanks for watching the video. I hope to see you here next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.